Hello everybody, Cocricot here. I have a webcam now. Let's look at Mitsumaru City. Isn't it beautiful? Over there is the fire station that I've just built. It's Mitsumaru Fire Department, I'll have you know. Now over here, look, you can see there's fire trucks ready in there with a wonderful little alarm system. Around the back, I've started to build a little bit of dirt because I want to raise the city up a little bit and make it a bit offset. Now over here, we're going to build something new called Containment Cake and Tea. About here, this is the perfect place for a tea shop, just near the offices I guess. I'm going to use sandstone for it because I like the idea of these sandstone things, and I'm going to put in spruce on the floor because that looks good. The spruce planks really look good with the Japanese doors, don't you think? At the back I'm going to fill up the walls with plenty of sandstone, and I'm going to add these sandstone tiles in too because that way it looks a little bit offset and the building looks great. Now I'm also going to put some interesting features into this building, namely windows and a giant zombie that you can fight. I'm just separating the room a little bit. I want to have two compartments in this coffee shop, tea house, cake shop. I don't know what you'd call it, but anyway, I put in plenty of little flooring bits. That bit on the right there is going to be for Mr. Zombie, and the bit on the left is going to be where you can have your cake. I think that's brilliant. Now I can start decorating the place. I'm using the Cocricot shelving units because they look really fancy, I think. And I'm also using different coloured ones, like dark brown, which is the oak, and then light brown, which is the oak. Over here I'm going to change it up a little bit. I need an area where you can actually go and make the tea and order the cakes. At the back there, towards the side, is a glass viewing panel where you're going to be able to see a massive giant zombie that you can go and attack. But I haven't built him yet. I'm decorating the tea house area with plenty of stools. I like those stools, and I also like brown sofas, and they do look really cool in there, don't you think? Now I'm just going to put in some pink wool so I can work out how big Mr. Zombie's going to be in this tea house. It is going to be an interesting feature of this wonderful place in Mitsumaru City. At the front, I'm starting to work on the windows. I'm using the Cocricot windows this time. It's not always Yuushya mod. As much as I love that mod, there's other mods to deal with, and I enjoy that one too. The windows can be a little bit painful to put in, but it's a worthwhile process because people need to see the zombie and the tea. But it looks cool, doesn't it? If you're liking this video, send me a comment. If you like my face, you know, subscribe. That's kind of ridiculous. At the side, I'm starting to build up the walls. This tea house has got to be a large place, and I think that's worthwhile. At the back there is the area where you can make the tea and the cakes. I'm putting more stools in. I've just widened it a little bit so you can see that there's going to be plenty of stuff in there, like a beverage drawer. That's a perfect addition to this tea house because people want to buy the drinks. At the back there, I'm just adding a little bit more sandstone to raise up the building because this place at the back is going to house the giant zombie. He needs to be in there, doesn't he? At the minute, it's housing pink wool, but I'm going to fix that soon. It does look a little bit funny. The design is a bit strange, but I am liking it. I'm liking this shoebox giant shoe shape. I think it's pretty interesting. I also need to add a few more windows in here and start working on the roof of the front bit. It's a very important thing to do, and I'm not going to use the usual roofs this time. I'm going to use the McCaw's roofs because that one has the option of spruce coloured planks, and I like them. I think they're great. I'm going to make it a nice simple roof, a Japanese style kind of roof, and not too high and not a triangle massive giant one, just a small one that looks the part. I think it looks great so far. It's happy, it's a happy time. Inside I'm going to put in the Cocricot lamps. These are called rattan lights, and they look really good offset with a little plant hanger as well. I like it. It's looking like a nice coffee shop, a tea house, a cake house. At the front I'm going to add these little lanterns. I'm going to make sure to add a little bench as well and some bamboo plants. That way everything looks like it's nice and vibrant outside. It's not just a weird shoebox of death. At the front I'm going to add these white curtains, change the flooring to be a bamboo sort of style with a little mat. Perfect. Inside the tea house I could start decorating it. I'm going to put in some fridges, a sink, a few units to order coffee, or should it be tea? I think it should be tea, don't you think? Because it's a tea house. I'm also going to have like a little croissant going on there and a few shelves with coffee and milk at your disposal. At the top I'm going to add some lights, a few more tables, and I'm going to make sure to decorate it with carpets and chopsticks because when you're hungry for a cake, You definitely want to be using chopsticks, don't you? That's right. At the top, I'm going to use little sakura plants. Sakura plants? Yeah, sakura plants, not sakura plants. I'm also going to have this little red curtain. It looks great up there. I'm making sure to decorate it to be a lovely little tea house. And that's what it is. Around the side, I'm going to have a few of these little cups. I like the green tea, that's a good choice, with a bit of steam on top to make it look real. Okay, so I'm putting some knives up there, that's to cut the cakes, not the zombie, which isn't here yet. And I'm putting some cakes up there, perfect for the flies to get to. I don't think I want that, but never mind. Here I'm going to add a few more cakes, and the little area for buying the cakes and the tea is complete. Around the side there, near the door, I'm going to have another area for decorating. Cakes, that is. And in first person mode, I'm going to show you how you make a cake display. First, you put in the little cake displays like that. Whoops, I made a mistake, so I've got to put them back like this. Turn them into entities with the green gourd, and then bring them down with a GUI tool, and then just change it up a little bit with the tool options on the left. You've got to make sure that they're set to middle or left or right. Once that's finished, you've got yourself a nice looking cake display. I think it's great. Back at the build, I'm going to build the rest of the tea house with plates and more chopsticks. Maybe there's other things to buy. It's not just cakes and tea. Although I kind of like that, you know, cakes and tea is fine. With chopsticks, it's not fine. But what are you going to do? I'm also going to put in a stove, but I'm thinking this stove is a little bit weird. Why is there an oven in there? Do we cook the cakes as well? Most tea houses I've been, you don't cook the cakes there. You sort of just buy them and eat them. They're pre-ordered and frozen. So I've removed that, but I do put in this lovely little half slab divider so you're not disturbed by the shop workers or the workers disturbing the customers. No, you know, the other way round. I also put in some plates, some drinks there, a latte, because you can buy other kinds of drinks in my little tea house here, and a cash register so you can buy the drinks and the coffee and the cakes. Looks really good. I'm happy with this build so far. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also subscribe. If you're liking this video, subscribe. Maybe send me a comment. This is a new format because I've got this webcam thing and I'm a bit nervous about doing it. I put an AC unit on the inside and some AC units on the outside. I'm also going to put in the drains. Make sure it has plenty of drainage for the rainwater on either side so it looks symmetrical. I'm not a big fan of symmetry in buildings, but this one does need it, I think. At the top of the building, I'm going to add some more window units. That way you can go in and see the man from the outside. There isn't any man in there yet, but there will be. He's coming, and he's coming soon. I'm just going to make sure to add a few more windows on this side and around the other side as well. This is visible from all angles of the city, don't forget. The city is going to be busier as more time goes on. That's part of the process. There's going to be buildings built up on the left, the right, behind it, so people aren't going to be able to see in the windows all the time. But I like the idea of having the windows from the street level. It looks great. There's a few too many windows there. What kind of building is this? Well, it houses a zombie, or it will in a minute. Around the side, I've finished it, I think. I just need to pop in a few extra windows and make sure they're properly lined up with the others. I made a mistake, so I have to go back and change it. Okay, so I add those, put the frames back in. I make sure to have the windows on all four sides like that. And then I can start finishing this part of the roof. Again, I don't want to have a really tall roof. Just a little flat one. That's a nice Japanese style roof. It looks good. The shell of the building is pretty much complete. I'm happy with that. So inside the zombie area, I'm going to add some lights. I like the rattan lights, and we need this tag to summon a giant zombie. He is Punchenstein, and he doesn't move very much, but he is a nice little addition to the tea house. I like the idea that you can just go in, drink a cup of tea, eat cake, and then beat a zombie up. I think that's a good idea. And if you don't want to do that, certainly the kids would. I have a fish tank on the outside with a little cat. Everything looks sweet in my little tea house now. I'm very happy with that design. But, sadly, the zombie is silent, so I have to hide a zombie underground like this. I also use the persistence tag to make sure he never disappears, and he can generate the sound for me when I'm not there. That's pretty good. Well, what do I mean? Would I actually make the sound for me? No. The zombie, the giant zombie, doesn't make any sound, so I need to have that. Around the front of the shop, I'm going to design myself a little sign for the place. I like to put on custom signs because they look really cool. So here I'm just adding the slabs, making sure it's decent, not too tall. I think this is 5 by 2, so it's 10 panels in total. Then I design it in Illustrator real quick and go back and put it up. Containment, Cake and Tea. That's the name of the tea house. I think it looks really good. Around the side of the building, I also put in the signs, making sure that the entire place is complete and thoroughly designed. If you like the cake house and tea house, the schematic is available on Ko-Fi. Now that everything is complete on the outside, I just want to go around and check the final details. I want to put the sign on this side. Here's Mr. Punchenstein. What a giant monster he is. What do you think he can do? Except for nothing. Doesn't he look cool though? I like the idea of this. And also the sign on this side is so you can see it from the ground, I guess. You can't really see it from anywhere else. It's kind of a wasted sign if you ask me. Now that the build is finished, let's go take a tour. I'm on top of the Mitsumaru Bank Financial Services Tower, and there you can see Containment Cake and Tea, and that's where we're going to go. So let's switch to first person mode, go through the doors here, make sure to turn the GUI on, and then let's go. Down the stairs I go. This is looking like a very nice building, and I got lost in the building. That's no good. I need to go this way and down these stairs. You know what, I could just fly down the building, but I've decided to go down it good and proper using the stairs, which is a good idea. Nice and safe. Wow, it's like a really big tower. Oh, there we go, that's the ground floor. Let's go outside and close the door, and it's this way to the containment cake and tea. Confinement cake and tea sounds like a prison, but that's fine. Maybe I'll add a prison one day. What do you think? Let me know in the comments if you think I should add a prison and have all kind of weird things. Down here, look, you can see the outside of Containment Cake and Tea. It looks really nice. I'm happy with that. I love the steam from the Cocricot mod. That's really good. You can get yourself a cake here and eat them, and then you could go in and beat up Punchenstein if you really want to. I think that's pretty neat. Oh no, I'm sorry, Mr. Punchenstein. You can even hear a zombie as well, which maybe is hidden underground, I don't know. Looks great, doesn't it? That's Confinement Cake and Tea. Containment Cake and Tea. I like it. It's been a good build. And it's also been interesting using the webcam for the first time. I'm a little bit nervous about that, but yeah, here's my blue t-shirt. I'm Ixical. It's been a fantastic build. Welcome to Mitsumaru City. Subscribe if you've liked the video, send me a comment, and maybe I'll see you again in this wonderful cityscape. See ya!